the draw.
I guess we'll see.
The 2020 League of Legends World Championship is coming to Shanghai, China, and we're here to take a closer look at this year's tournament's format. The month-long event will narrow down 22 teams
No
through
losers
3
bracket,
stages of
Sag.
competition: play-ins, group stage, and knockout stage. Worlds will begin in the play-in stage, where the top teams from Brazil's CBLOL, Japan's LJL, Oceania's OPL, the Commonwealth of Independent States LCL, Latin America's LLA, and Turkey's TCL will be joined by lower-seeded teams from Southeast Asia's PCS, North America's LCS, China's LPL, and Europe's LEC. Play-in teams will be sorted into 2 groups of 5, and each team will play 1 game against every other team in their group.
Okay.
Teams finishing 5th in their group will be eliminated, while the teams finishing 3rd and 4th will get 1 last shot to progress in the event by facing each other in a best-of-5 series. Those victors will earn the right to move on and play the team who finished 2nd in the opposite group in another best-of-5 series. The winner of that match, alongside the first-place teams from the round robins, will move on to the group stage. For those following along with the math, the group stage will consist of 16 teams, the 4 teams advancing from the play-in stage and 12 teams who qualified directly into the group stage. They are the top 3 seeded teams from China's LPL, Europe's LEC, and Korea's LCK, the top 2 seeded teams from North America's LCS, and the number 1 seed from Southeast Asia's PCS. In the group stage, the 16 teams will be split into 4 groups, where each group will play a best-of-1 double round robin. The competition here will be fierce, and only the top 2 teams from each group will make it through
I guess it's not really like that great of...
Knockouts will see the remaining 8 teams fight through a single elimination bracket consisting of best
Actually, no, there's definitely a way to show it.
The tournament will conclude with the World Championship
A better way to
Finals,
show
where
it,
the
sorry.
2 top teams will play a single best-of-5 series. The winner will become the 10th team to raise the Summoners Cup and the 2020 League of Legends World Champions.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't show the actual brackets. Kind of weird. Oh shit, we're going.
There you have it. Freak has broken it down for us,
shit,
and
we're
just
going.
as the info comes across the screen, so will too the
Team
first
Liquid
pick of the 2020 group draw. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
making up a thing.
TL straight away from North America, the 3rd seed, representing us
Play-in.
in the play-ins.
Sure, of course. No surprises here. We are doing the play-ins draw first. Team Liquid
Group A.
won 4 LCS titles
Group
back to back
B.
to back to back. They had a rough spring. They brought in a new AD carry. They brought in a new head coach. Pretty much back on form in summer. They won the regular season, narrowly only 3rd place here in the playoffs. But honestly, the 3 NA seeds are all pretty close in power level, I would say. And this is going to be the attempt yet again for TL, rekindling a very, very good MSI 2019. A kind of lackluster Worlds 2019, but back on the stage, see if they can do it.
5. Yeah, there were actually a decent amount of North American fans that were pretty happy to have Team Liquid as the representative in play-ins for the region because they were so consistent during the regular split. They actually finished the regular split number 1 before dropping off in playoffs.
So, of course, only 4 teams can make it out of the play-in stage overall.
LGD!
Theoretically, 3 can make it out of each group, and from what I saw in our
I don't know where they're going.
This is going to be over in Group B. So LGD and TL are not in the same group.
LBD.
They're both headlining, though, as very strong teams.
Yeah, that is correct. Of course, this year with the 22-team tournament, play-ins have shifted a little bit, so 2 5-team groups. We will break down a little bit more of what that means a bit later. But as you can see here, LGD, the 4th seed out of LPL. Remember, there are 4
names and
seeds
regions.
from
Shut
both
the
the
fuck
LPL
up.
and LEC this year.
Shut your fucking mouth right now.
And LGD, yeah, the 4th seed for the LPL, actually came in with the lowest game win percentage of any of the teams at Worlds. Obviously, LPL extremely high in competition.
Lowest
but just
game
a 55%
win
rate from the regular season, and in playoffs, 10 and 11 for themselves.
Every single one of those LPL teams, though, is a team to be feared at the World Championship, the dominant region as of recent. But we look for our 3rd team to be pulled out of Pool 1
these don't really matter.
Stage.
Ooh, and Mad Lions
TL and Mad.
Team Liquid's groups. We get to start NA versus EU early here at Worlds. This is fun. Now, the number 1 team in the play-in group automatically makes it out into
LEC's number 4
2,
seed.
3, and 4 have to play best-of-5s in some version to make it out, which means
pretty
I'm
crazy,
excited
actually.
for these 2 top dogs in the group to play out. Mad Lions, the number 4 team from the LEC.
40% of EU gets to go to Worlds.
Speaking of regular split performances, Mad Lions, they started out super strong. You know, this is a Europe's team with a bunch of rookies on it. Shadow especially, everybody got super excited for his mechanics and his aggressive play. did get punished a decent amount, especially by
That's
Rogue
so many
in
teams.
playoffs. But super excited to see them work their
Did
way
Schalke
through
get picked?
play-ins, especially since
Didn't
they have
quite
so many
make
new
it.
players,
Not
and
50%
experience
of
will
EU's
do them
teams.
well.
That's the key for me there, Kobe.
because the last team
how many
is
young players are on that roster, so play-in's going to give them plenty of time to acclimate to that international stage. And just following suit here with our final Pool 1 team, PSG. Going to lock it up and go into Group 2 over there. PSG, of course, from the PCS.
Wait, they're the last?
This is the one team that's, Kobe, having a little bit of a roster situation coming into play-ins.
That's right.
What the fuck is this?
Actually had visa issues with
this is Vietnam, right?
Mid-jungle duo, and so they've
what is this team?
Kongyue and
no, it's not Vietnam. Sorry, Vietnam's not in there.
Be their substitutes, and it does suck
whenever
those things happen, but luckily for them, those two players have played together as mid-jungle for a long time.
What is this team from?
And they're very good players, so it'll be interesting to see how they can come together,
LMS, okay.
and actually find some synergy with the rest of the team.
Yeah, worth noting that the top 4 teams over in the PCS were all very, very close in skill level. Like, very easily, those two players
heard anything about
So it is just, can the cohesion be enough? The player skill is going to be reasonably close. Of course, now we're going to draw the Pool 2 teams.
I guess we will, since this Worlds.
Out the rest of the 2 groups. 5th place in the group means you are out. Your Worlds is over. 3 and 4
LGC.
play in place the number 2 aside. And we get the Oceania Legacy in here, who actually clapped the OPL all year long. First place both regular seasons.
Sorry,
holy shit, they're gods.
You would have seen them MSI if that had happened.
Legacy.
Yeah,
yo, they got
I talked to Spawn directly about the OPL representative, and of course they did beat his own team order. But this is a team with a bunch of returning members for the region. A lot of the players from the top teams actually left Oceania region to join North America, to join Europe. And this is kind of the put back together for the rest of the team. Of course, Tally, I think,
that's pretty poggers
for switching from top lane to mid lane for this team to bring it together. And of course, Raze is always one that you look at as well for big performances.
Now they slot into Group 1 alongside Team Liquid and Mad Lions. Here looking for our
That's one
team.
Free group for Mad.
It'll be,
well, they're both
V3
free.
Esports.
The entire point
all the way back in
is that these 4 teams should qualify and have no struggle.
Title, beating out Detonation Focus Me, who I think most Western fans will recognize
if you get first in the group,
dominant and popular team
you immediately qualify
in that Japanese league.
Yeah, we've had a slow and steady rise out of Japanese teams.
What the fuck is V3?
For a while,
we got Paz, Boogie, Archer, Ace, and Reyna.
You hope they can kind of do it here. Decent spring performance.
Archer, what a sick 80 carry name.
A good run for them. It was a very competitive split overall, competitive sort of year
Who's
overall.
V3? It's Version 3.
It's going to be a tough road.
There's 3 versions on the team, and it's your job to figure out who.
You're going to hope they can, make it through to the best of 5.
And they're the strongest on the squad. Soon they will be wizards.
Even PSG going to be.
You better watch out.
Yeah, people will recognize Boogie at least from MSI, from the Flash Wolves. So one familiar face.
There you go. A little bit of experience and a whole bunch of experience for some newcomers on the way.
Sup?
Another Supermassive is the next one to be picked up. This is going to be a familiar name to quite a few. Back in Worlds 2018 was the last time we saw them
familiar
on the
players?
World stage. Been a little bit of a rough go for them since
GBM's
that
here?
2018 year. Didn't get their championship title for another 3 splits until just now.
Supermassive?
Some pretty radical changes here in 2020 to the roster. They've made it back in.
Show the goddamn roster. Who cares about the trophy?
This TCL title,
wait, it's not.
Actually represented the
it's not.
Have you
GBM.
ever played against Defton? Do you think he has a chance to win this world?
Nope, he's fucked. He's from Korea. It's doomed.
And you mentioned the roster.
Only China can win this year.
Zeitnot and Snowflower
wait, they got Arma,
together, Kakao on the team, so they do have a lot of star power
Zeitnot,
that have
and
represented
Snowflower
on the world stage before, and are looking to bring that to Braun.
Yeah, the TCL. Oh, go ahead. Yep,
yeah, I beat his ass back when he was on Samsung and Blue.
They are a solid run.
Shove my dick down his throat.
Powering them right now, 3rd place in the group.
Wasn't even close. Easy clap.
The name I'm looking for in the ball is Unicorns of Love.
Yeah, they're the big one. The scary one.
The sleeper agent.
Unicorns of Love.
And
he's called it.
The best. UOL, by the way, have absolutely been clapping. So Cloud9, wrecked the LCS for a while. Unicorns of Love went 39-2 across the year in the LCL. They are absolutely the best
boss
team
in the top.
in my mind that,
sick.
The LCL
in the jungle, no man's in the mid, gadget 80 carry, and Santa Claus.
I want to see how well they can do.
They've got a bit of a group of holy fuck.
As well. With the rework roster, PSG.
This team's gonna win Worlds.
That can really step up. I want to see how far they can go. I mean, they so nearly won their best of 5.
Holy shit, he just killed us
last time around.
Shooting the camera.
World, so I want to see these guys really step up.
Well,
yeah,
Boss.
I mean, Boss and Anisic.
Wait, the guy
they're all back
actually kind of looks like Alex Itch.
Stage and
whoever that was.
To go further.
Definitely a roster to be feared, and that's where I think, Freak, to your point, North American and EU fans can breathe maybe a small sigh of relief that UOL did not get thrown in as a spoiler
Alex's
to
son,
that Group
maybe.
A. So the two of them most likely fighting it out.
It's so interesting because you can get 3 teams out of the group by knocking out the number 2 side from the other one, right? It makes winning Group A mean even more because UOL
a squad of Inters has entered
from Brazil
Worlds.
And they're going to be, I believe, the last team in the first group.
Yep, CB Little Champs. Last time we saw them at Worlds was 2016. However, internationally, we did see them back in 2019 at MSI. CB Little Brazilian fans are always some of the loudest and most passionate. I love
seeing on stream.
Their
what am I to show you?
The world stage.
My groups are better.
They definitely had to fight for their spot.
Literally better
really
quality than the show itself.
Especially for the solo laners.
Wait, fuck, I didn't get to read the roster.
Their top laner has most solo kills in the league, and their mid laner has 4th most in the league.
Did he Seedle?
Top laner also has a lot of deaths, but you always like to see that play style.
I didn't get to read the roster, dude. I'm sad.
Really going for it.
You need that aggression if you want to get the win. Only one more team left to be pulled. We'll do it for the sake of due diligence. Make sure that nothing went wrong here.
Rainbow 7.
All is right.
Rainbow
sealing it out. Rainbow 7 is exactly
I thought it was
right
Rainbow
there.
6.
And this
Formerly,
is
let me check.
to watch for.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot. Former Lion.
Wait, how are they playing Rainbow 7?
Somewhat of a rebrand. So this is the squad that you've seen a million times in international competition. These players are, quite
spoilers.
To me, huge shout out goes to their jungler. I think he's really incredible.
Early access? Fuck that shit. I want to play.
Super Server solo queue. I think he's like already GM there as well. Like he's actually really popping off. So there is a lot of individual skill here on the team. We know he's like top 10 in NA solo.
A video of a coach attempting to show you that he's coaching.
Him and Shadow.
But he's actually, in theory, doing absolutely nothing.
I will say it too a lot.
I didn't get to see the roster again. Fuck. I don't know who's on it.
Cool to see Odie especially give Jose Diodo,
Thank you, Wei Xiao.
a
Wait, that was Wei Xiao?
talking about
What?
him being the next big Latin American jungler that's really going to make the region proud.
Well, thanking Wei Xiao for his help there on the stage.
Wait, the guy's wearing a suit, but he has no tie.
Decided. I can't recall all 10 teams in order across the 2 groups from memory, but of course we did see, there they are now on our screens. Yeah. Perfect timing. Team Liquid, Mad Lions,
damn,
Legacy
these groups
Sports,
are crazy. Holy shit.
Group A.
Team Liquid's going to place 5th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks really good for Unicorns of Love. Like, if I'm going to see them
Just
really step up and
kidding.
do well, they've got a group where they can easily get 2nd.
Unicorns of Love
on a bad day, they get 3rd.
is getting 2nd.
I think they can absolutely
in their
take
group.
down, a representative from Group A on the other side. Whoever gets 2nd or 3rd down there and take that best of 5. I think there's a really good shot Unicorns of Love make the main stage as sort of like the upset idea of a pool 2 team making it up here. Unicorns of Love is my heavy nod.
Yeah, I think this is where it's important to reiterate Freak's point about how play-ins will play
unicorns
out because there are 5-team groups. The first place team after the group stage from each group will automatically qualify to the group stage of the main event. Seed 5 of each group will be eliminated.
Wait, I saw the thing earlier. They put TSM in pool 1
the winner of
for the main group stage.
Matchup from the same group
Are they actually a seed 1?
Opposing groups 2 seed for the next spot out of the groups. So just a little bit of a reminder on how things will work here with the wonky 10-team play-in. But as Freak is calling it, Unicorns of Love, perhaps the spoiler here
LMS doesn't exist
on the
anymore?
Group B side.
Yep. LGD to me is already the favorite of
like
play-ins
who
overall.
had the other number 1 seed?
They are the dominant
last year
in competitive League of Legends right now.
Because last year
they get the nod right there. Team Liquid versus Mad Lions is
we
I think
didn't have
the fairly obvious
a first seed in the group.
#1 over in Group A there as well, and then the rest is fairly opened up. I'm very interested to see how the other 3 teams play out in Group A because I don't count any of those teams out overall. On the Group B side, I don't have high hopes for V3, but the rest of it is going to be an exciting match.
Kobe, is your expectation here on A?
Yeah, NA had a first seed for a while.
Huh?
Is your expectation?
I'm gonna turn it down. And they had a first seed for a while, but then super recently, 2019, they took away NA first seed.
Start out and say that I was really hoping to see
like first pool
jungle matchup here. I will settle.
For whatever reason, honestly, it actually made no sense.
But
didn't it?
I do think this is going to be spicy. I think Unicorns of Love.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Be pretty big contenders to try and upset the.
Is that motherfucking Clear Love?
Out some of our thoughts on play
and motherfucking
arena in Shanghai for the group draw.
Why do I forget his name?
Here, of course, 3 pools.
MLXG. Yeah, there we go.
That's a tough sentence to say.
I know who he is, but I couldn't remember his name for some reason.
MLXG taking to the stage to help us out with the draw. A couple of superstars in their own right. Love to see some of these legacy players up on the stage.
Oh shit! Who we got? Who we got? Oh, it's good too.
Coach now, Wei Xiao, all these guys, a lot of old WE players, very famous in China.
Gamers too.
The first team polled straight.
So they got Wonderwear in the top lane. They got Jankios in the jungle.
No FPX in the tournament.
Crazy Caps in the mid lane. Perkovic and Mickey X at support.
The LPL have sent a bunch of other extremely strong teams, and for G2, they definitely did struggle a bit in the regular season.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mickey Mouse. That's what I meant.
Especially the bottom
Thank you.
for sure. Everybody was looking at for some improvements. I still think.
Can we from the comment second? I mean, they are gamers
and,
too. Gamers.
Stepped it back
second. It's in their name.
Playoffs G2. They look like they're returning to their big dominant form, and of course.
So if you didn't know, the first seeds of each group don't really matter. Like where they're placed.
Very big
A, B, C, D.
We pull out another headliner here to see who's gonna be atop Group B.
Damn one.
And speaking of great mid laners,
Group B header.
Gaming gets pulled in. Yeah, Showmaker is so incredibly
Showmaker.
good.
Showfaker.
So good. I
Shoemaker.
As the best team at Worlds. They're top 3 for me, certainly. This is gonna be exciting.
Yeah, they 3-0'd their finals in pretty dominant fashion.
He's got some names.
DRX. From the LCK, so this is without a doubt one of the teams to be feared. Even while
without a doubt, one of the first teams to be eliminated from the group stage.
Leading into this tournament.
Yeah, Damwon, not just the finals, but they dominated the region pretty heavily. They've also been so flexible.
I mean, they're going to get the group of death, and there's no way they'll make it out.
They've done split, early, late, team fight.
They're going to be in a group with TL.
Have, shown some real great growth for the team, and some of the
fucking
players have just been.
I don't even know who to name.
Okay, that was a sick volley shot. I mean, the Elder Dragon.
I can't even tell you who they're going to be in the group with. Can you show the draw? What the fuck are you saying? What do you think I'm doing on the screen? Are you paying attention in the slightest?
Of course, nothing really gets.
This is the draw.
To pool 2, and we see which of these teams are getting paired up.
They're literally stealing it from my notepad. TSM.
Oh no, TSM! I got baited by a Sting Red.
Yeah.
I'm doing it faster than they are.
We'll go straight into group number 3. What a turnaround this team had here in North America in the summer split towards the end and into the postseason.
Yeah, it definitely has been growth for TSM. Since Doublelift returned to
growth.
The team being re-signed, they definitely struggled through the regular split, but in playoffs, I'd say that they adapted the best of all of the North American teams.
Well, they still struggled in playoffs.
Playing carry topside for themselves, showing a lot of different looks, actually. And everybody, as well, is going to be attracted to the River Shen that got a lot of hype from Spica specifically, but there you see us.
Hey, that's only 6 stars, man. Where's the 7th star?
For themselves. They try and play very aggressive League of Legends.
Freak, I think something that can't be ignored when we talk about TSM, though, is their storied international history.
Dude, no tie for Clear Love either.
It's been a
or for fucking
for them
MLXD.
To do better.
They have made it out of groups once.
Who's in Group D? No way, no way, no way.
They then lost to
it's TES. Oh my god.
They failed to make it out.
Okay, so the next group, or sorry, person that gets drawed, it's going to be a little tricky.
I am so keen on
if it's an EU team, it goes here.
Incredible.
Can't go here.
Very much about this team.
And If a Korean team gets drawn after that, they can't go B. They go A.
As a heavy favorite. Obviously, yes, Knight has, you know,
I think they go A. I don't know, it gets a little confusing, especially when you get down to 3.
Shouting him out as being the best mid laner in the world right now.
I mean, 4 would be even more tricky, but
so much credit, though,
you know, that's based on who qualifies.
So selflessly, so much for his lanes, setting up the team that it really allows them to fire on all areas of
if it's a Chinese team, G2 is fucked. Well, I mean, there's
and it all
2 Chinese teams,
so
it's very high percent chance.
A world-class player for some
What is it,
time
66%
now,
chance?
It's so amazing to finally see him in a position where,
Did they get Chinese team?
ability might be fully realized on the international stage, and we might actually get to see him go deep into this year's Worlds.
Well, no, like, if one is drawn, it can't go here, right?
To start working on those pool 2
So there's
teams.
only
This
3.
is where blood starts to pump. Yep.
I'm so glad.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Possibly most exciting and my favorite.
Suiting. There you go. There's Chinese.
Ooh, okay. There it is.
In G2's group.
As G2 Esports is Pool 2 team here over in Group A, unless there's something I'm not seeing.
No, I think you're correct. That should be right.
I don't know. I think G2's fine versus them.
Are you guys lovers of Knight's Vow? Because SOFM is. This guy loves Knight's Vow and tank builds.
I feel like this team's going to flop for sure.
It's more than any other player I have ever seen. Plays tank Lee Sin, plays tank Olaf. He's definitely one of the.
I feel like LGD is going to do better than this team.
The team and how they like to play, and also like
my prediction: this team does really badly.
Top player for the team
at Worlds.
Does continue to be the Worlds meta. People are going to recognize Sword Art there from the Flash Wolves. Play support for themselves. Hong Kong has also been.
Suning is LPL.
Which I think is going to be very relevant for the coming AD carry meta.
First of the Pool 2 teams, there you have it, confirmed. Freak, slotted into G2's group, is the 3rd seed.
I mean, a prediction isn't right all the time,
Well, only a couple options left for, a Polish.
So it's a prediction.
Fnatic could be JD Gaming.
Who is it?
Looks like
JDG. Ooh.
Kobe's calling it. JD Gaming.
Okay.
This is a terrifying squad as well.
Okay.
When we talk about teams that could really cause some danger here.
This team is pretty damn good.
JD Gaming, to me, I mean, are maybe the
what we've seen
team to come out of the LPL. Actually, like if you really want to just look at like spring and summer playoffs right there.
Group of death.
I mean, they went 3-2 against Top Esports in the spring finals,
so
winning, and then 3-2.
Maybe you guys are mistaken. Like,
just barely losing. Like these teams are close.
Essentially, all groups
these guys
are groups of death.
Regular season, both spring and summer. Very, very good squad. Huge favorite for me for Worlds as well.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Kanavi for sure. Kanavi and Zoom. LV Mao, I think, probably.
Not C.
Maybe even the best support.
Watch. It will be. You'll see.
So much going with this team. They play so well together. Their macro is going
to
surprise a lot of people that are used to the.
I mean, you'll see. You'll see. Let's watch.
Box that people
see who they get.
LPL teams into. This is definitely a team with huge.
Who the fuck is MCX?
Now the question is, if people want the TSM Rogue group.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Fnatic right now.
Right,
that,
yes.
the only way you get that
There's only 2 balls.
Full Fnatic, otherwise it precludes it. And I know a lot of people want the TSM Rogue. See what we get.
Fnatic.
That's Fnatic. It's the purple and yellow. So unfortunately, if Freak
EU versus NA.
Group, but Fnatic
we were gonna get it anyway.
Still fun though.
Exciting.
Hot damn.
So. I mean, these are the most popular North American and European teams, I believe, in the same group. Regardless, Fnatic are an awesome team. I mean, having to come together. Self-Made is such a great jungler.
He's a gamer.
He's really, 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 really good. Hillsong, I think, is an excellent support as well. Very aggressive.
Yeah, so
a whole lot of the time.
If Mad gets out of groups,
I'd love to see it as well. I'm a Fnatic fan. I think they are very.
They have to go here or here with Damwon JDG or with Top Esports. And Rogue has to go to one of these.
As well as Self-Made are all going to fit right into that style. We've seen it in their.
What are the bottom groups? Plans.
Self-Made,
right here.
This carry jungler has really defined this kind of.
Only 4 teams can get out.
Fnatic.
So just assume these 4 are in.
Some reckless.
And you can slot them in.
With double lift as well.
Exactly.
DRX.
To Worlds after a finals
there you go.
A couple years ago, and just
I mean, that one was already determined.
In Pool 2, DRX is pulled. Again, the second seed from
LTD is locked in Group C.
To the final group with Top Esports. That's
true. LPL, LPL. Let's just put him there.
Yeah, that is scary.
That is a terrible.
Let's assume they're getting out.
You've got
so we'll lock them in.
Gaming and Top Esports DRX as two of the groups here. Like those are beastly, very strong groups, very scary. Here, DRX are excellent. So many good players on the team.
Yeah, I definitely with their bottom lane
definitely
struggling a little bit recently. I know they talked about Deft having some back problems. It's kind of sad to see.
Deft has back problems, really?
They have been able to jump on those quickly.
Better get my posture right.
For play moving on, because during the regular split,
better sit the fuck up.
Area were so good, so hopefully we can get to see them.
Who the fuck is? What was that team? Like MCX or some shit? Is that also the
without a doubt onto our
fake LMS?
Teams? MLXG still at the helm.
All right, who are we gonna get?
Out here. 4 teams left to be picked.
Rogue. They go here.
If I recall from memory, this would be going into the second group because G2 already occupies group number 1.
Okay. So Dam 1, JDG, Rogue.
Smarter people with spreadsheets are behind
group of death.
Scenes, making sure everything's playing.
You're gonna. Okay, I mean, I guess if you slot in the LMS team here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad.
Pretty fucking free group.
Regular season, they
for anybody.
For Worlds,
like all teams can qualify. But then that's like a group of death in itself, right?
They got it on championship points. I'm glad to see that they did get.
I don't know. I guess a group of death is more like there's 2 teams basically guaranteed qualifying.
G2 is always very, very tough. But Rogue are exciting. They really came out swinging here in the summer split. Hansama has been grinding a ton of solo queue games. He's an excellent player overall. I'm a big fan of him. And he gets thrown into, I think, the hardest group of death. Dam1 JD Gaming, that is the toughest group Rogue could have
saying like if 4 teams are qualifiable, then I guess it's not a group of death.
I really think that Inspired and Larson have been so good for them, especially with Inspired starting to play some more carry junglers. Good luck. That is definitely a difficult group to fight your way out of.
MCX.
Salute to that one right there.
Whoever the hell that is. Machi. All right, who the fuck's on this team?
Machi coming in here. So that should, I assume, go straight into Group A.
Okay, it's PK, Gemini, Mission, Bruce, and Koala.
Playing stage earlier as the second seed.
They might get forced out. We'll have to wait to see. Regardless, though, this is
a
kind of team that if you're saying, hey,
I think I played against Mission, didn't I?
This is the team you want to see if you want a group of life.
I think I've heard of Koala too.
A very competitive team here, and I don't know. People tend to
RIPTSM Reckles and Highlight will smack double lift to and buy of Frost. Daddy Reckles is going to show him a whole new world. Who is the best ADC going into Worlds in your opinion? Out of all of them,
Quiet down. Shut the fuck up. We're doing groups.
And G2, only 2 teams left to be pulled here. Groups C and D remain as the options.
FlyQuest.
MLXG with the poll. It's FlyQuest from North America, so that should go straight into Group D.
With Top Esports.
Oh my lord. What we did
in Dragoon X.
Oh no. North America. That's a tough one. This is the other big group of Top Esports and DRX, their actual name this time around. This is a tough road. Power People, though, and Ignar back together again on the world stage. You saw them nearly do the impossible against SKT.
The impossible.
Back on Misfits, they've now got to do it here in a tough group stage against the
Centauran. Wow.
But possible, of course. Solo his first time at Worlds. This was very nearly an LCS championship roster. Bringing it all the way to Game 5 against TSM.
Mad goes to D.
Yep. Santorin's been great for the team.
We have a pretty good picture. These might be determined too.
As well.
Last team is Gen G.
To the world stage.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I love this FlyQuest team. I love this FlyQuest team.
Yeah, so I mean, like, look at these groups.
Hope for their success.
I mean, like, this one looks free as shit, right?
About their chances, it's that this is a team that I think has been counted out more times than is deserved.
But like, this one's hard as fuck for people to just guaranteed qualify.
Back-to-back finals in North America, so. Don't sleep on that team, but
so TL could go here or here.
We see Gen G
is there another limiter?
Team, the LCK number 3,
this team can't go here.
Alongside
or sorry, PSG. Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, PSG can't go here, so if PSG get out,
I think that Gen
then TL has to go here.
Bottom lane in the LCK and one of the best bottom
but it depends.
The entire tournament. Yeah, absolutely destroying people.
Yeah, if you assume these 4 get out, then the groups are completely determined.
World champion,
but
ruler, he is
if
a man to behold. I mean,
you know, unicorns is better than these guys.
I mean, look, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Also, I want to point out in this group, this is the only
unicorns makes it so that it's a 50-50 draw.
Since there are 4 LP,
I believe.
Only 1 spot to go. That's going to be interesting to watch for as well, of course, because
I mean, like literally any team, you know, any team besides this one.
Very competitive. You have the LCS number 1, the LEC number 2, the
we have no idea if they're good.
3, and most likely the LPL number 4.
That's very good to point out that, of course.
Well, that should be it.
Yep.
It's a very circular motion.
All right.
TSM is a hard group, yeah.
I wrote down some stuff, by the way, as well.
I'm gonna mute for now. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, realistically, so just swap TSM into other groups and say, is it easier? Right? I feel like they got the best group possible. It's literally the best group. Swap TSM into other groups and say, is it easier? Right? I feel like they got the best group possible. It's literally the best group. Because swap them here, they're fucking doomed. Swap them here, we should just be the 4th, right? Rogue, JDG, Damwon, looks pretty doomed. Group A, I mean, I don't know, like, if Suning is trash, like I said, then yeah, easy qualify, for sure. But it depends, like, if these guys are actually good. Like, I said Suning's gonna fail this tournament, but my chat's response was that Suning smashed LGD. So if you assume that these guys, just based on seeding itself in previous matches, if you assume these guys are really good, then these 2 are just auto-qualifying. And then you throw in an A team, and it's like, well, they're just fucked. Group of death, right? But I don't know. I don't think they're going to do that well, so. Like, if TL gets slotted in here, I think they have a chance. I think FlyQuest has any chance? Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see the games. We don't really know NA's strength. Like, it's all just a guessing game. You don't like Turtle. Ignar going into...
Wonderful.
Deft. Area. I mean, Deft's not really a lane dominant player. I mean, like, from what we've seen, unless Korea has adapted, a lot of Korean gameplay is just slow play, not really proactive, wait for you to make mistakes. And like, they do it pretty well, but if you can get it to where you're forcing them to make mistakes, then they're pretty fucked because they don't really know how to deal with it. I don't know. I think it's dumb to just count, you know, every NA team out for whatever reason. I think it'll be competitive. Not every team, but like, I feel like a team will surprise us. We'll have to see. We will have to see. based on the teams in the groups, we can put LGD into C if they qualify, which is pretty likely because the level of strength of these teams is not that high. But anyways, since EU and LPL have 4 teams in the tournament, which is not normal, those are the only regions to have that. They already have 3 teams in the group stage, and you can't be in the same group as your own region because they want to make it, you know, region versus region, an international tournament. So this is one LPL, this is one LPL, this is one LPL. So if LGD qualify, the only group they can go into is here. So that's why I put them here. Same as MAD. This is EU. This is EU. This is EU. So the only place MAD can go is here if they qualify. Obviously, it changes if these guys lose and these guys lose, but very unlikely. FlyQuest is doomed. I think that's pretty fair to call. I wouldn't say NA is doomed. I think calling Fly is doomed is a fair call. For China and for EU.
Wild Turtle against Deft/Jackie Lovelman, like imagine saying that.
You guys are overrating Deft, surely. I mean, Deft is good. It's just, like I said, he's not like a lane dominator. He's not the Uzi you are expecting of him. He's a good carry, though. He will carry with resources, Mr. Deft. I haven't even seen many of Dragon X's games, but that's just what I know about him. I mean, you guys are definitely underrating Turtle. Turtle's not bad. He's gotten trolled a lot by Ignar. I mean, even Ignar is not bad. Ignar just likes to troll for whatever reason. Personally, I do not like the instantaneous hate and trying to bring down everything about NA. And NA is going to lose every lane matchup. NA is going to get smashed. NA is not going to get a single win. I think it's too far on the spectrum, if I do say. I don't believe any of that to be true. We're counted out every year in NA, and almost always does better than expected. Usually going about even in wins in groups, except for one team usually. One team usually shits the bed. I don't know if that's going to be TL or Fly. I'm not sure. I don't think I don't think TSM is going to shit the bed, but like shit the bed is in like 06, 15, 2-4. Pretty shitty. You're saying TL is going to do well. Honestly, that's not a bad prediction. You put TL here. You say Fly goes 06 or 15. You put TL here. TL 2-0s these guys. TL trades. TL goes 0-2. Then they're tiebreakered here. Unless someone shits the bed versus these guys. That's not that bad. I mean, you have to trade wins with one of these and then beat them in a tiebreaker. I think you guys are overrating this team. Yeah, I mean, they beat LGD, but like, I don't know, dog. I mean, we'll see. Like, I'm definitely underrating them, but I think you guys are overrating them. We got to meet in the middle here. This group is definitely open. I mean, it's still a 50-50 though. Like TL can just go straight here. Not if PSG goes through. Oh, that's true. Actually, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I was saying earlier. I don't know how good this team is. PSG. Are any teams officially doomed? Nope. They are not. TSM. Fat fucking chance. TL. Fat fucking chance. They have to hit Group A, though, TL. Anyone who hates NA is going to say NA is doomed. It's super obvious. Like, they were going to say it anyway, but, like, now that groups are shown, they could just say it with a little bit of dumbass logic. Like, oh, they got this. They got this. Well, they're going to say that anyway. They're going to say that no matter what, but I think NA is fine. TSM has a shot. It's, you know, likely one of the best groups for them to be in. There's not giga strong known superpower teams going into the tournament. They can win for sure. Fnatic is a strong team, but Genji, who fucking knows? LGD, very likely, like 99% getting in the group. We don't know how good they are. I don't know. We'll have to see. I guess just the end of this is NA does not look doomed. I think either Fly or TL is going to feed. I think it's a hard call. I think it's more likely that Fly feeds, but fucking if TL gets placed here, might look pretty rough. They get placed here in Group B. Looking pretty tough. But TSM, winnable group for sure. If they come out and say, fuck man, we had a really hard group, once again, they are wrong. That is factually incorrect. You can't take it back. No take backsies. It is determined here.
Wonderful.
That Group C is winnable. They can do it. They have to believe, they have to play well, they have to practice well, and they can do it.